Hey everybody, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. For today's Storytime Saturday, I'm going to share with you guys my miscarriage story. Now, it is Christmas time and I want to be upbeat and happy, and that's just not how life is going right now, at least when it comes to the story that I'm going to tell you guys. As you can tell by the title, I had a miscarriage, and I'm going to share my story because I think this is a topic that needs to be talked about, and it happens to so many people. And now I am one of those people that it has happened to. So let me just start from the beginning, and I will share as much as I feel comfortable sharing with you guys because I want to be real, and I want you guys to know that if you're going through this, you're not alone. And yeah, let's jump right into my story. So if you guys are new here, I have two boys. I have Liam, who is almost 3. He'll be 3 next week. And then I have Nolan, who turned 1 in October. So I have two boys, and it took time to have them, to conceive them, but it was easier than most people. And I never thought that this would happen to me because I had two great pregnancies that went pretty much picture perfect. I have their stories. I'll always have those down below for you guys. But yeah, it happened. We are trying to conceive baby number 3, and I've kept that to myself. I haven't documented our journey. It's been now 3 or 4 months that we have been trying. And the first couple months, there was nothing. I kind of knew that I wasn't pregnant. But then this last month, I just knew something was different. And I started testing probably a little too early just because I was really eager. And I started testing with the Walmart 88-cent ones. And I took a few of those, and I got what I thought was a, what's it called? An evaporation line, because it happened after, the positive came after the allowed time. But it was on both of them, which I thought was kind of weird. So I waited a little while, and then I took a first response test. And I got a positive almost right away. It was a very, very faint line, but that positive was so exciting to me. And I actually filmed it for you guys. And then I went and I took a digital test, and that said not pregnant with the same exact P. And I thought that's really strange that I got a positive with the line one, but not with the digital one. So this happened while we were being evacuated from our home because there was a fire close by. And so all of that stress, my husband was like, why don't you just wait and see, just give it a few days and then try again. And so I acted like I was pregnant because I did get that positive test, and I waited a few days. We came back from evacuation. I took another one, and sure enough, it was positive, but it was a super faint line. And I thought that's really weird because I'm only a few days before my missed period. I'm taking I'm not using the cheap ones, I'm taking legit ones. And yet I'm still getting kind of a faint line. And with both boys, I had a very strong line from the very beginning with those tests. So in my gut, I thought something was wrong, but I'm like, no, I just pushed it aside. And then I'd wait another day and I'd take another one. I took a lot of tests, and the digital ones always said not pregnant, but the lined ones would show a positive line, and they weren't evaporation lines. They were positives. And so I just thought that was really strange. I'm like, well, I'll wait till after my period, my missed period, and I'll test again, and maybe my HCG levels are just really low right now, and they'll get higher. And the day that so this was 2 days after my missed period, and still the tests were really faint, and they actually were getting less and less, which totally scared me. I had no idea what was going to happen. And then 2 days after my missed period, I started to bleed. And I know that there can be implantation bleeding, and this was totally different. This was also not a normal period. It was definitely a miscarriage. And that was the day that I was actually going to call the doctor and make an appointment and set up, because they don't see you until you're 8 to 10 weeks along, probably for these type of reasons. But that day I was going to make an appointment, and I went to the bathroom, and sure enough, started my miscarriage. Now, at first, I kind of was like, oh, yeah, I knew that was going to happen, those faint lines. And then it hit me, I lost a baby. It was very early on. I was 4 weeks, technically I was 4 weeks when it happened, but I was pregnant. Like, there were positive pregnancy tests. And that just, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was sad. I was just flat out sad. And so I remember texting my husband saying, just call me on your lunch break. And I had told him like what I thought was going to happen, but like it was actually happening. And I called my mom, and I don't know if you guys are like me. The moment if I'm upset, if I hear my mom's voice or my grandma's voice, I completely lose it. So I'm talking to my mom, and I told her, like, I lost it. And I told her, I think I'm having a miscarriage. So I had to explain everything to her, and she was like, Megan, this is very common. Like, it does happen to a lot of people. It's sad that it does happen so often. A lot of people don't realize that this is happening to them because they're not testing. Like, I was testing early and I got those positive pregnancy tests. So I know that I was pregnant, just something wasn't right with this baby. And I mean, there's all the like stages of acceptance, and I never was mad. Like, it didn't make me mad that I lost this baby, because I lost it for a reason. Like, there was something not okay with this baby, and I wouldn't want a baby who has to go through like a lot of health issues, and it's not like, that wouldn't be the goal. The goal is to have a healthy baby. So I understand that this happened for a reason, but it happened, and I did not expect this to ever happen to me. And so I'm sharing my story so that you guys know that it does happen. It can very easily happen. And that doesn't mean that it's going to happen again in the future, but it could. I'm hoping that this isn't an issue that we're going to have. The good news is that I did get pregnant. It was just not a viable pregnancy. Like, it didn't stick. And I'm still really sad about it. I, of course, like, immediately getting that first positive pregnancy test, I'm thinking, oh, when is it due? And so August 22nd was when it was going to be due. That number will probably always stick in my head forever and ever. But yes, I had a miscarriage, and it was an early miscarriage. It completely happened on its own. My body got rid of everything that it was supposed to. I'm not sure what the protocol really is for this. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go to the doctor. I believe my body has gotten rid of everything. And there's a lot of details I could go into with you guys if you want that kind of video. Obviously there's nothing to show you guys, but yeah, I'm not sure what the protocol really is. You guys can leave me any suggestions down below if I should go to the doctor, if I should even tell them. But I think it's just my body's way of getting rid of a pregnancy that was not going to be viable. And I'm glad that my body was able to do it, and I didn't have to go get a D&C, because I know that's very common for people to have like miscarriages and their body just doesn't get rid of the baby, and mine did. So that is one good thing, but I am sad. I am very sad that I lost this baby. And I'm sharing this story with you guys not to get sympathy from you, not to like Debbie down you guys. It is Christmas time. I want to be happy. I'm just telling you what's going on in my life right now because I want to be real, and I want you guys to know that we are trying to conceive baby number 3, and it doesn't always go perfectly. It doesn't go as planned, and I did not plan to have this miscarriage, but I did. So that is my miscarriage story. Hopefully our little rainbow baby will come soon. I will keep you guys as updated with this trying to conceive as possible. I'd like to keep some things private until like I know. But yeah, I had a miscarriage, and it wasn't fun, but it happened. And I hope any of you going through this situation right now, you're not alone. And if you want to talk to me, leave me comments down below or send me a message, because you're not alone, and I don't want anyone to feel like they can't share their story. So this is my miscarriage story. I hope you guys are having an amazing day and an amazing holiday season. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.